G'day, it's Corey McKernan here from Four Quarter Events. Well, we are going into what is my favourite time of year, and I've got the managing director from Dexian in Stewie Ward. G'day, Stu. How you going?
Good, thank you, Corey. Good, mate. Good to be on this again. And yeah, it's a great time of year
It is the
as an
road.
NFL fan.
It is. It's the road to the Super Bowl now. Unfortunately for you and I, both of our teams. How did the Colts? We're not going to spend too much time on this. They
No,
were 8-2 at one point, Stewie, and we
yeah,
were
we
we were
tried.
talking Super Bowls and everything like that, and then we lost about 10 games in a row.
You booked your flights, I think, didn't you, mate? You were pretty,
Yeah,
you and the queue. But yeah, the Cowboys just didn't have a strong defense this year, losing Parsons, and it was an up and down season. But it's good to have some new teams in this year, Corey. It's good to see some new faces and some new teams in. So I'm
it
happy.
is. It is, and as we said, all roads are leading to the Super Bowl. And once again, great to have Stu and Dexian on board as a major sponsor. Now, Stu, even for you and your clients, why is that such a great day for you and your clients that you look forward to it?
Look, last year we had a belter of a day. Everyone's commenting, is it on again this year? And it is. It's a great event. It's a great day to spend your Monday mornings. But I think NFL is getting a lot bigger in Australia. People are understanding it more, and a lot more people are getting involved into it. So it's a great day on our calendar.
And look, that also leads us in. If anyone out there, I think I've got to double check the numbers. We might have one table left. So if anyone out there listening
Wow.
in wants to join us at our Super Bowl party, you can. But just on that, we will have a huge announcement that's about to come up pretty soon. And that also relates not only to what we're doing at the Super Bowl this year, but how good is it, Stu, that the opening game of the season this year will be at the mighty MCG, and we are going to be
Wow.
front and center with all the things that we're
Wow.
doing in the NFL space with a special guest coming out to Australia, and we'll just keep our powder dry on that one for the second.
Yeah, it's exciting.
All right, so we'll rip into it, Stu. So
Yep.
Sunday morning. It's That's the great thing about playoffs that we've got football on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday this week. But the Rams at the Panthers. How do you see that one going down? I think Matt Stafford, if he gets going, I really think that with his pedigree in the NFL, I think he's the one that can probably get the job done in this game.
Yeah, he's had a great year, and he's got some good targets down there with Adams. They're playing really good. They've been there before, and I think they'll be too strong for Carolina. But Bryce Young is having a good season. He's a bit of a freak, and who knows? But I think LA will be too strong.
Yeah, I know it was really funny with the Rams that for a while that it looked like they were really going to take all before them, but those last few games of the season have proven pretty costly. But yeah, I'm on the same page as you, Stu. I think the Rams will get that one, and the Rams being the home team in Melbourne in 2026. So there you go. On to the next one. Now, I found this amazing with the Packers and the Bears, two of the storied franchises of the NFL. In 104 years of the NFL, they have only played each other three times in the playoffs. Is that
Wow,
unbelievable for these two rivals
that's
that are in the same division?
crazy. Didn't know that. That's good stats there, Corey.
Yep, I pulled that one
Yeah, it's a
right
bit like
out, shoot.
I love Caleb Williams. I think he's a superstar in the making. He'll be the next big quarterback to come through. He was number one draft pick. Was it 2 years ago now? Oh, actually, they've got three number one draft picks in the last 5 years. You got Lawrence, Williams, and Young. So it's pretty exciting. These guys are the new generations. No Mahomes this year, which is good. I think Chicago for me. I think they're having a good season, and I'd love to see them win.
Yeah, and look, I think this one's going to be close to what the game of a wild card weekend. I think the last four games that they've had have been one score games. Maybe, and I think the Chicago Bears will just get it done, especially with your old player in Micah Parsons, as you mentioned, he's not playing, so that makes a huge
Yeah,
difference. And I'm
that's
going to
massive.
go the same as you,
Absolutely massive.
Stu. I reckon Chicago as well. And then on to Monday, the very early game, Bills at Jaguars. What are your thoughts on this one? Two of the best quarterbacks in the game going head to head.
Yeah. Well, they could. I mean, look, they'll be fighting out for the MVP. Probably with May. They're the three top players this year. I like the Jags. I reckon they've flown under the radar a little bit, Corey, this year. I reckon. they don't get many ESPN or high coverage games. So I reckon they'll win. I hope they beat the Bills. It's good to see them in.
Yeah, I know this one's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Considering this one is actually in Jacksonville. If it had been up in Buffalo with the weather conditions and everything like that, and then I don't know, like the Bills have been really funny this year when they look like they're going to take all before them, and then all of a sudden they just throw in a real stinker. But I think Trevor Lawrence down in Jacksonville, I think in that early game on Monday morning, they'll get it done. Now on to the two of the biggest storied franchises of the NFL. One is won the NFC East for the first. That was the first back-to-back winner in a long, long time in the NFC East, the division that your Cowboys are in. But the 49ers at Eagles, what a great game that is at 7:30 on Monday morning.
That's going to be a belter. I think Philly at home, they're pretty strong. They don't lose too many at home, but I reckon they'll be pretty close. But yeah, Eagles just.
Yeah, I think the Eagles. I think those crazy Eagles fans. They're a bit like Collingwood supporters up there. Actually, I think Collingwood supporters are very refined compared to the crazy Eagles fans. But I think in Lincoln Field, yeah, I just think that maybe Philadelphia only just, but I think that'll be another really close game. Now on to the next one. I don't think this one will be as close. You got the Chargers at Patriots going into Foxborough. I haven't checked the weather conditions out. I should have done that, but going into Foxborough this time of year is probably tough for a West Coast team that have got to go over to that cold environment.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Pats have had such a good season. Yeah, I think their quarterback's pretty special as well. They're pretty well balanced, and I think they'll do it pretty easy.
Yeah, I think they will. I think the Patriots will get the job done. That one at 11 o'clock on Monday morning. Now to the Monday night football game. We got the Texans at the Steelers, so they've got to go into Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers. What about that? Just going backwards. What about that game last week? And then how's the ramifications of that game, Stu? Just on a missed field goal, which, by the way, if anyone wants to listen to the greatest Moz of all time, just listen to the commentary where they excuse me, they really talked up the kicker, and then he had a 30-yard kick, and I reckon he missed it by 30 yards.
The coach lost his job, didn't he, because of it?
Unbelievable. John Harbaugh, who's one of the best. You look at his record, the amount of times that the Ravens have been so competitive in the NFL, it seemed like a crazy move. And again, just on that missed field goal, like if he kicks that, they're playing this week. But in that game, look, Texans at Steelers, Stroud versus Rodgers. How do you see that happening?
I hope Steelers win. It'll be good to see. I mean, good to see Rodgers after that 2-minute drive. I couldn't believe it. It's just he's still such a superstar after all these years. So it'd be good to see him actually get it done. I think it'll be pretty close. So CJ Stroud's playing really well. Texans are playing really well. So, but Steelers, yeah, Steelers for me.
Steelers, and look, I'm the same. Now, Stu, what we can do, we can put this in the time capsule, and when we do our Super Bowl preview for the Dexian Super Bowl party that we're doing on Monday, February the 9th, we can maybe look at it in the lead into Super Bowl. Now, if you had to, in your very astute opinion, Stuart, I really want you to come up with who is going to be there in the Super Bowl. Like now that we've seen all the wild card, and I know we've got a couple of teams having a break on the weekend in the Broncos and the Seahawks, but it's a bit of a funny year, isn't it? Like to try and really pinpoint someone and say, I think they're going to win.
Definitely. I mean, I'll look at Denver. Denver's had a pretty good year. I reckon LA, Denver, maybe in the Super Bowl. I'm tipping. I reckon the Rams and the Broncos for me.
Yeah, I literally have no idea. Like I maybe even I still if Philadelphia, even with the Eagles, like I still have a sneaky suspicion about them. Can Jalen Hurts and really click in this off season? I really think that they might be the ones that can go through. So maybe Eagles and Broncos for me. That would be a pretty good matchup. But either way, we want all these teams to get hot in, pardon the pun, I know it's winter in America, but we want them all to get hot in winter time. But look, we'll be back next week. Stu, you enjoy. Are you off to golf today?
No, I'm off to Fingal of all places today, and then back at home. So just a couple of days off, and then back into work on Monday. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to having all our customers there on the 9th. It's going to be exciting.
Well, we will, and we'll have a little item like this. Now, I know this might
Ooh.
tickle your fancy, Stu. This little ball
Wow,
been signed by Dak Prescott. So it's
one and
a
only.
couple of items that we'll have there on the day that people might be able to purchase. So I know you're beloved Cowboys, but thanks for joining us, Stu. Looking forward to all these games starting on Sunday and going all the way through to Tuesday. Let's hope for an amazing wild card weekend and an amazing playoffs.
Definitely. Thanks, Corey.
See you, mate.
See you later, mate.